right, welcome once again to another episode and a brand new year of sports therapy with FH Jr. I am your host, and I am happy to be back for another season of sports therapy. One thing about the show, let me go over the rules for the rule breakers on sports therapy with FH Jr. Callers, you will have 2 minutes to call in and rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Now, we don't talk politics. I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are doing, nor do I care what the Democrats are doing. We don't talk race relations. All are welcome. We don't talk sexual orientation. Your opinion is your opinion. We do have our sponsor, and it's always Crown Royal. Yes, indeed. That is my drink. And as usual, I am back rocking the standard uniform, augmented by the NFL hat with the NFL logo that signified that I am as neutral as Switzerland. On Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., we give advice, but we don't give sound advice. Man, we are back. And let me start by saying, on the show, we can rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. So I'm going to start off by ripping my own team, the Commanders, Redskin football team. Hell, I don't give a what we call ourselves. The bottom line is this. We had a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. Why the hell have we not fixed the same issues that we had last year? We got defensive backs can't cover with a damn blanket. A guy could be just laying on the ground. You could give Benjamin St. Jude a blanket. Hey, St. Jude, go over there and cover him with this blanket. I guarantee you he couldn't do it. We taking bad angles. Linebackers are not feeling. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in my own team. Now, I saw some good things. I'm happy with our new quarterback, Jaden Daniels. I think had our defense held up and not played as poorly as we played today, we would have been more competitive because I found out that we actually can move the ball. We're going to look a lot better, and we're going to be a lot better this year on offense than we've been in the past. We definitely will be able to move the football. That much I saw, and I was okay with that. I was okay with the defensive line, but I don't know if starters not playing in the regular season at all, because I saw poor tackling, I saw poor angles. I just saw a defense that just simply wasn't ready to play. I don't know, was the damn stage was too big for some of the guys. Bobby Wagner finally showed up in like the fourth quarter. I'm just disappointed. I'm pissed. I'm angry. I saw a few good things, but I saw some things that made me say, man, we had all the money that we had. Why the hell did we still not haven't fixed our defense? If I am the Giants, who we play next week, hell, the game plan will simply be to throw the ball on the Commanders, Redskin football team, whatever the hell we want to call ourselves. Because you know what, Skin family, we can be mad all we want at each other and want to go back to be calling the Redskin. Hell, they ain't going to make us play any better. I don't give a damn what we call ourselves. We got to fix the defense. Can we get DBs that can basically cover? Just don't give up chunk yards. That means where the quarterback is throwing the damn ball, picking up, 30, 40 yards. It is ridiculous. Guys didn't want to hit. Hell, it's football. If you don't want to hit, don't play football. It's a hitting game. It is a hitting game. We hit in football. That's what we do. I got DBs making business decisions, taking bad angles. I was like, man, what the hell? We got to get better. We have got to get better. Otherwise, it is going to be a long season. Now, no one is projecting us to go to the Super Bowl. But we got to have our own goals. Should be to at least make the playoffs and be competitive. Granted, we played a team that had a veteran quarterback, but it still had. That's no excuse for us not making plays on the back end. It's just that was just simply no excuses for not making plays. Not making plays. No excuses. I'm out my soapbox.
Who that?
Sports therapy.
Who that?
Sports therapy. Hey, what's up? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them their Saints? Ah, it is Jay in Grand Prairie. Jay, what say you on a brand new season?
It looked all right. It could be better, but it looked all right. We got the job done.
It got the job done. Now, Jay, I was rolling on two games in particular. You know, I try to watch all the games so that I can be able to at least comment when my callers call in. But I did roll mostly on the Saints and the Panthers, which was a divisional game, and then I was kind of going back and forth between them there Steelers, so I could be able to talk to my homeboy Glenn when he called. But let's talk about the Who Dat Nation. At the beginning, Jay, your man, your favorite quarterback, Carr, threw a deep bomb down the middle, huh?
That's my favorite quarterback.
He threw a deep ball down the middle for a touchdown, and I said to myself, "Oh hell, the Saints got a brand new car."
Nah. I mean, it looked good, but then he went right back to, throwing them short little passes.
He went back to check down Charlie. He went back to check down Charlie. But Jay, you guys blew the doors off of the Panthers today. Blew the doors off.
We did.
Defense. Go ahead.
Y'all didn't look too good today.
At all. And you know what? I've said this, and I have no ill will toward the young man whatsoever. But I just simply say, and I simply said, I didn't think coming out that he was a better quarterback. I think the Houston has the Titans have the better quarterback out the two. It's just simply to me, Young doesn't have a strong enough arm. He doesn't have a big enough football body, and I just think it's just starting to show. But I can tell you, you guys showed no mercy on him.
Nah, we bought the house.
Y'all did. Y'all bought the house. That was nothing but it was a blowout. And normally when you guys have a division game, regardless of what situation each team is in, y'all always play each other tough. And I expected that. But hey man, Who That Nation looked like they look like they was ready to take some steps, man. And what about your boy, Kamara, Alvin? Man, he was running that ball.
Yeah, he looked good.
He did.
Running that ball.
Now, if y'all can only stop him from beating people up in the elevator.
You got jokes.
But hey, Jay, you guys look good today. Who y'all play next week?
We play the Cowboys.
Oh, y'all play them dastardly Cowboys. Where at?
In Dallas.
You know one thing about it though, Jay. I'm glad football season is back. I'm just tickled to death. But you know, one of the reasons I enjoy watching the Saints game is because I love it when the camera pan around and they show all the Who Dat Nation in their different uniform. Man, I saw a guy dressed up like the Pope. I saw the Pope was at the game. I saw the Pope. I saw man, you talk about it looked like a voodoo lounge up in there, man. But that's the mystique of the Saints, man. It's and I don't know what is gonna happen this year because you guys got the Super Bowl gonna be in New Orleans. along with Mardi Gras around about the same time. Oh, that is gonna be wild and woolly.
Yeah.
So, any predictions for you this year for your team?
We'll make the playoffs.
Y'all going to the playoff?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, Jay, thanks for calling. And hey, let's get one good who dat for the road.
Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints?
Who that say they gonna beat them their Saints? All right, Jay. Thanks for calling.
All right.
All right. Now y'all know once again our sponsor is Crown Royal. Crown Royal. So let me get a little Crown Royal music. Yeah. Discover Crown Royal blended Canadian whiskey. Patiently fit for a king. Expertly blended since 1939. Yes, whenever you see F.H. Jr. out in the street and he crime fighting, man, you give him a bottle of Crown Royal, and he might say the magic words, "Crown me, baby." Crown Royal. Drink Crown Royal responsibly. And minors, you should never be drinking Crown Royal. And that is our sponsor. That is my drink, Crown Royal. All right. You know, normally, I always lead off with talking about scores, and then we get like, then we kind of lose it, and then we don't talk about scores, and then we get crazy, and then the wheels come off, and then the show gets willy nilly, but that's all right. But remember, if you are listening to this show for the first time and you want to know what the hell am I listening to, you are listening to Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., where the number to call if you want to be a live guest on the show is 940-329-4110. 940-329-4110. That is the number that I've had since the beginning of time. Nothing changes. Now, as you all know, that I always say that I am neutral. Although I am a Redskin Commander football team fan, and you can look in the background of the show, you will know that I am loyal to my team. And I tell people, man, look, we don't try to baptize you and try to change your religion, your faith, or your team. We don't do that, man. Your team is your team. We don't fan shame. Now, we may just kind of like poke fun at each other and da. But at the end of the day, this is a place where you can go and I think the word that for this show is probably NFL football retreat. This is where you can go and just kind of get your football on. Yeah. So we're not gonna bash you for being a Cowboy fan or bash you for being a Bear fan and all that. But I will say this: I love the way the season started out. Normally, normally we start off with just like giving you a non-competitive game to where it kind of ease you back into football. But this year, what we did, man, they just threw you out of the plane, man. They didn't check and see that you have your helmet, your parachute. They just threw you out of the plane and declared it was football season. I say that to say, hey, you know what? When you got the defending Super Bowl champions open up the season against the Ravens, oh man, when you large and in charge, bro, what do they call you? They call you Chief. And so the Chiefs took on the Ravens. And I know my partner, Big Coop, is gonna call in. And I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of Raven talk, but I'm gonna have a lot of Raven talk for him too, because I wanna know, hey, bro, if y'all wanna go to the Super Bowl, if the Ravens wanna go to the Super Bowl, then you must dethrone that man. For them, the Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. Now, I don't know, are the Chiefs are going to three-peat? It's never been done in my lifetime. I don't know if it has. I got to check the football NFL archives to see, has any team ever went to the Super Bowl and won 3 in a row? Now, I know there are teams that, to my recollection, I remember the Bills. The Bills. Everybody loved the Bills. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. But the Bills went 3 times in a row and lost. But I'm thinking, and I always say, that usually teams have a window, and that window is usually 3 to 4 years to get it done. When you're on top, you got to break through. Doesn't mean that other teams are going to lay down and say, hey, you know, it's their time to win. We're going to lay down and let the Ravens or the Bills or the 49ers, we're just going to let them win. No, it doesn't happen that way. You have got to kick the damn door in and go in and take yourself a championship. That's what it comes down to. That's the NFL, man. That's the game we play and love. It's the NFL. I'm saying that because I watched the first game, and that was the Kansas City Chiefs against the Ravens. And man, you talk about um, the Ravens came out looking like they had something to prove. Um, you had man, that was just it was a good game. They looked like, but and to me, I was going into it thinking that okay, the Chiefs they got the back-to-back championships. My man is dating Taylor Swift. They got commercials going on. I'm like, okay, um, will the Chiefs start to become what I call a celebrity football team? And when you start to do that, all of a sudden, hey man, we got distractions. We got we got the Swifties, we got commercials, we got guys who want to get paid, we got guys getting old, we got guys just not buying in, we got people tuning out the coaches, we got wives, we got girlfriends, we got people on the Chief team that live in Dallas that's street racing and injuring people. We had all kind of crazy. So those are the things that can derail a team. So I thought, well, maybe that was going to start setting in, but it didn't happen. So I was like, okay, but it's still hard to three-peat in anything. It is very, very, very hard to three-peat, and so I was going in and thinking that they weren't going to do it, and I still think they're not going to. But that's me. Doesn't but doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. But I was like, whoa. And then the second game was the Eagles, and they took on the Green Bay Packers. Now, let me say this to the NFL. NFL, I love you guys. The league allowed me the opportunity to talk about your product as part of my show. When I came up with the concept of sports therapy with F.H. Jr., I wanted to do something different. I wanted to have, and it took me a while to kind of get the resources that I wanted to be able to do this show. I wanted to just start, and I wanted to be a call-in show where callers can call in and have 2 minutes to rant and kick some knowledge about one specific subject. I didn't want to be jumping from sport to sport. I didn't want to be like some of the sports shows that I watch. I don't want to talk baseball, football, hockey, horse racing, and all that. No, I said, you know what? We're going to start with one subject area, and that will be the NFL. And I'm saying that because I love football, and I love the national football. I love college football too. But the point I'm making is that last Friday night, and I know the league want to grow its fan base. I understand it. I get it. I'm cool with it. I'm on board with it. And I know the league want to grow its fan base and to make it a international game. Got it. I'm good with that. But if you're going to take your product on the road, remember, your players are your product. So you have to make sure that the environment that they perform in is conducive to the goals and objectives. And the goal and objective is, number one, to entertain us, the fans, and sell your product. But you got to make sure that the working environment is very safe for your players to play. And I remember in the 70s when I was watching football, they used to play on AstroTurf. And there was a lot of injuries associated with AstroTurf. And basically it was just like freaking asphalt. They just roll some carpet across that bad boy and say, "Hey, go play." Yeah, it made players faster, but when you look in terms of how many players got injured, how many careers ended early, it was because of the conditions. This past Friday night, the NFL took the product on the road and we played in Brazil. I love Brazil. I do. I love Brazil. I love soccer. I love everything about the country. But if you're going to play on a soccer field, you're going to play football on a soccer field, man, you have got to make sure that that field is conducive for a football game. I, I saw players slipping, sliding, offense and defense. Guys who normally would make routine tackles sliding by the would-be running back. I saw quarterbacks getting ready to throw the quick out. Couldn't put all the weight behind the pass because they could not get the body set, but because the grounds were wet. I'm like, there were injuries. The one injury that stands out was the injury that took place that happened to my man Love. And man, what did Love have to do? What does Love have to do? Um, I'm glad that the injury wasn't, even though it was the preliminary results is that Love injury is probably a MCL strain. Man, I was so happy that there was nothing torn. But I'm hoping that the league learns its lesson. Yes, we want to take the product on the road, i.e., Mexico, i.e., Europe, NFL, anywhere. But you have got to make sure that if we are going to do that, man, let's make sure that countries put some money, put some resources in making sure that the football field is a standard NFL football field. We can't just let guys just go out here and play. We can't let them just go and play in those conditions, man. You have to protect the shield, the product. I didn't see that, man. I didn't see. I saw a money grab. I saw a money grab. And like I said, I'm not here to bash the league because if it was not for the NFL, there would be no sports therapy with FH Junior. Hell no, it wouldn't be. No. That's why we're the hat. But we can't let people just we can't, man. We have to protect the product. We have to, man. And I just like, come on, man. And to me, it affect and I'm not speaking for all other fans, but I'm sure there were some fans who were feeling just like I was. I can't just sit back and enjoy the game because now my attention is focused on the field, the conditions of the field. And that's what was crazy. I'm like, come on, man, what are we doing? What are we doing, NFL? It's just like in a couple of years we're going to have the World Cup here in the United States. Now, we can't just all of a sudden just pick any football field and just let the guys play soccer. You have to do some things. You have to, because the soccer field is much bigger than the football field. So, of course, you got to put resources in it. You got to put time and effort. And you got to bring experts in and say, okay, this is what we got to do to get this field ready to play soccer. Why did we not do the same thing and say, this is what we got to do to get this field ready for us to play football? Because we are the best athletes in the world in terms of football players. But we have to protect the resources. We have to, man. We just cannot continue. So that's my soapbox. And I had to just bring that out because that's the nature of the show. Where callers have 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things football. So now let's talk about something that I said that I always say we're going to talk about, and then the rails come off, and we don't talk sports. Or we don't talk scores. So, of course, the league started last Thursday night when the Kansas City Chiefs took on the Ravens, and that game was nip and tuck. Um, the Ravens had probably won the game off of time of possession, but if you know anything about the Chiefs, they don't need a lot of time. Man, they have speed on top of speed on top of speed. The young man out of the University of Texas, Xavier Worthy, bruh, took a swing pass, and man, he looked like a video game. He scored so quick. Ravens came back. They scored. It was like if the Ravens could ever catch the Chiefs, they could impose their will. But the Chiefs were imposing their will by saying, this is how we play. Come and get us. Speed is the name of the game. You got some? Well, here, take some of this. Take that with you. But it came down to a final play where my man Lamar Jackson, threw a what looked like a last minute 20-yard pass, hit my man in the back of the end zone, and what looked like a short touchdown was called back because bruh man had his feet on the out of bounds line. And someone said, I bet you the next time he'll have white football cleats. Just saying. But, and then when I thought my enjoyment bucket was full, man, I tuned right into Friday night, and we had the Eagles were taking on Green Bay, and it looked like Green Bay was going to have their way with the Eagles. But Jalen Daniels in the Eagles. Now, I got to be honest. I cheer for everybody in my division to lose. I do. I don't hide it, man. But it was a good game. Let me take a caller here. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's going on, my brother?
What say you,
What's up, brother?
homeboy Glenn?
Man, you got the best time, baby. Welcome back to the show today, baby. Live on your show today, brother.
Hey, man, we are back with a whole new season, man. I had to get on my soapbox and rip my own team for the way we played. Then I had to rip the league for allowing the game to take place in Brazil and let the players play in those conditions, man. It's like, now I know you old school.
They ought to be ashamed of themselves, man.
Yes.
They're trying to get too damn global.
And that's exactly what I talked about. I like, look, I know we want to sell the game. I get that. But if we are going to bring the NFL product to any country, they need to make sure that their stadiums are conditioned for NFL football. Now, even when we play...
And safety.
Yes, because even when our guys play over here and it's wet and raining and whatever, okay, we know that. But over there, the condition was different. You got guys slipping. You got guys like, come on, man. And that led to the injury of Green Bay's quarterback.
True. That's true. That causes injury.
Yes. Now let me say,
if you go get hurt, you gonna get hurt anyway. But they ain't got no business playing in no other continent.
No.
Hell, they don't. Man, nobody really. Man, leave the football game in America, man. I know you want to sell that shit, but man, leave that shit over here.
I got you, dog. I got you.
Leave that shit over here, man. It's like, hey, you heard what Darius Slade said. You go over there, you can't have a good time. Crime so damn bad over there, you can't get out and have a good time. You don't know, you might get kidnapped or anything, shot at or anything over there.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because they said they told the players, when we go over there, you have to be confined to your hotel room. What the hell we over here then?
So what the hell you go? Hey, you're bad enough. You're over here in the United States. You need no badass city, Chicago, Baltimore, L.A. Shit. Then you got to go over there to a damn country.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, let's talk about your Steelers.
Well, I'm happy for them and everything. But man, I know this the first week of the season. You don't judge football
Right.
just by the first week of the season. But man, I looked at the Steelers, I looked at Baltimore, and I looked at forgot who else. But it seems like them teams do not open up their damn offense enough. You know, I look at Pittsburgh. They need another wide receiver bad. But damn, you got to open up your offense a little better than what you do.
I agree.
You know, you got to open. You got to. Let's throw the man in the fire. You know, I hate to say it, man. Nobody want to throw an interception, but that man got too much talent to be playing him too conservative. But don't you take away? You gonna shoot his coffin, still gonna shoot his coffin then.
So.
And with Lamar Jackson, yeah, I mean, cut you off, but with Lamar Jackson, if they ain't gonna get Derrick Henry no more 13 carries, they should have left him in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Shit, he came away to Baltimore just to get 13, and then they said the offense still everything go through Lamar Jackson, and they still run that box defense on them because they know all they got to do is give one or the two of them the ball. They're gonna stack the box against because they don't open up their offense.
Not at all. You're right.
You know,
but
they ain't got they don't have nobody to go out there where he can open up that offense. You know, do a play action. You know, Lamar Jackson, man, that dude just got God-given talent.
Only thing I didn't like about Lamar is he lost, I think, about 15 pounds trying to get faster and all that. That's cool, but hey, bro, this is NFL. You know, you trying to come in and be at like 205 as a quarterback, bro. I don't know, but hey, if he said that's what it is. Now, one thing about that game was, and I was talking to Brandon earlier this week. I had to wait until a day or so before I text him because I know he was sour about his team losing. So I said I'm gonna give him a couple of days. I'm gonna give him a couple of days before I text him and stuff. But I told him, I said, hey, bro, when you all play, and I said, look, man, the road for you all, the Ravens to get, because he's a big-time Raven fan. I said, the road for you all to get to the Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. You got to find a way to beat that man. So the Ravens, because the Ravens play a bully style. So for the Ravens, when they play Kansas City, they want to get the lead and then impose their will. The problem was they could never get the lead, and so they could not feature Big King Henry the way they wanted to, and they was always playing from behind.
But you know the difference between Baltimore and Kansas City? Speed.
Yes, yes. And Kansas City got it and then some.
Kansas City got them rabbits.
Man, do they?
Them some got them thoroughbreds. Man, them little fat motherfuckers running down there like rabbits and shit. and Baltimore, like they said, Baltimore physical. But when them little motherfuckers get around that corner, how you gonna hit something you can't catch?
And then when Kansas City got the lead, Baltimore was forced to abandon their style. Now they got to okay, now we don't have the time to be going with the power run game anymore, featuring both Lamar and King Henry. So they start wanting to throw. Start trying to throw, and when you do that, you're playing into what Kansas City wants you to do, is speed the game up.
That's right, and man, I'm gonna tell you something else, man. People don't give Kansas City enough credit, man. That defense for the last year and a half or two that stepped up, man, big time.
And that's why they won those back-to-back championships, because before first.
That's right, man. That people all about Patrick Mahomes, but that defense have stepped up. That defense stepped up big time, man.
Yeah, because first they had a hell of an offense and a so-so defense. But they spent some money on the defensive end, and you can see.
Yeah, they got a good. They ain't gonna say a great defense, but they got a damn good defense and a above average offense.
Let me ask you this question, man.
And the best quarterback in football.
Let me ask you this question, homeboy Glenn. Did Fields do enough in your eyes to stay as the starter, or does it go back to my man when he gets back?
Keep Justin Fields in there. The reason I say that to say this here. I mean, nothing against Russell Wilson. People, I feel bad because why people have to try to downgrade Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson ain't never been no bad quarterback. Never. I don't know why people think he's been such a bad quarterback. But first of all, Russell Wilson is 36 years old now. He would never get back to that Russell Wilson in the Seattle days no more. So you might as well go and coach Fields up now. Russell Wilson, he on a cheap contract for 1 year. If he don't like it, you can trade him, go get you somebody else or cut him. But Fields is the future, But I can tell you what this year. If Fields don't come through our game this year, and if he don't show me no improvement by the end of the year, by Pittsburgh, I'll be going there looking for that boy down there in Texas. Or that boy in Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Because there's an old saying, if you're winning, we don't take the starting quarterback out if he's winning. So you guys wanted that. Who y'all play next week?
I want to say the Giants.
Now we play the Giants. That much I know. We play them. So
I don't know who Pittsburgh play next week.
But
I tell you this, they're gonna have to put some points on the board though.
Yes.
Arthur Smith looked like Matt Kennedy a little bit today.
Hey man, I like y'all defense today though, man.
Oh, we got big time defense.
I love.
We got a big time defense.
I love you all's defense today, man.
Yes, sir. We big time on defense.
Yeah, y'all defense stepped up. Y'all defense stepped up.
One thing about Pittsburgh, you can put Baltimore in that conversation too. One thing about Pittsburgh and Baltimore, very seldom you blow them out.
Right.
Very seldom you blows them out.
Well,
and I'm gonna tell you a team today. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you finna say?
Now I'm gonna tell you another team today. Even though the Commander played Tampa Bay didn't look too bad. Baker Mayfield, I was telling people about Mayfield, man. He ain't no bad quarterback. People gave him that, try to put that package on him like that, where he's not a bad quarterback.
Man, let me tell you something about Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a good football team, bro.
Damn right they is, man. Hey, I tell you what, that damn what his name, that wide receiver Evans.
Yeah, and they got him and Goodwin, and both of them.
Boy, that's a hell of a package. They'll carry you a long way down through the season and in that playoff. Them two right there.
Yeah, because to me, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
It seems to me like Baker might be finally getting it together, and my whole deal was, hell, I just didn't want them to get it together on us, but they executed. Hell, they executed well, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I opened up the show and I was pissed off because I was like, man, there was some plays, and then now that I don't calm down a little bit, there was some plays, man. I just truly believe that it was nothing that the DBs could do because the ball was just placed in an area where only the guys could catch it. They look good. And like I said, I watched the game, man, and they executed. Tampa Bay, barring injuries and barring anything crazy, they now their defense was a little suspect because we were able to actually able to score on them. Our only problem was we didn't get the ball enough. They almost scored on every possession they had.
Well, hey, I want to say this here before you take me off the show tonight.
I
hate to say, I got to give credit what credit do, man.
I ain't gonna take you off the show, dog. I don't say it.
I ain't gonna put on no custom bell, but I just want to say congratulations to them motherfucking Cowboys. Them no good damn Cowboys. Them son of bitches ain't worth a damn, but they played a good game today.
I know, man. It pains me to say it too, bro.
Hey, put the custom bell back on, boy. I can't stand them motherfuckers. I can't stand them son of bitches, but them motherfuckers played a hell of a game today. If I had a stick, I could have hit all of us inside the motherfucking head today.
But you know what?
Somebody called me to lose I could have won $1,100 fucking with them. They always fuck me around every time.
Hey, man, this is what I say about them Cowboys. Now, you know they finally paid, Dak got his money. Jerry gave Dak his money. But here's the thing what I tell you now, and I'm not going to change. I still say that window for the Cowboys, I think that window is closed. I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl with this. No, not in Jerry's lifetime. It's not going to happen because I don't care.
Hey, look here. Hey, well, what you do? You tell your kids at school, them little kids, you a counselor?
Yeah.
You're a counselor. When you school to start back, you tell them kids at school that tell them that you're gonna let your hair grow out again this year. Because Cowboys ain't winning no damn Super Bowl. So tell them don't get your hopes up high.
I only think about them Cowboys. I think this year they got no choice but to play what I call blue collar football, which is just basically almost like what the Steelers play, the Ravens play.
Yeah.
You know, just we not trying to we ain't blowing nobody out. Every game gonna be a knife fight, And I think when they play that kind of football, I think that will probably carry them a lot further because their defense. Because when you playing that kind of football, your defense is not on the field that much because your offense is eating up the clock, saving a lot of wear and tear off your defense, and your guys don't wear down come December and January. I think that may work for them. And now, do I want it to? Hell no. But that's
I feel you.
Because what they have been doing was just trying to come out and score. Then their defense got to come back out there because when you're a quick strike offense, your defense got to come back out there, and that's fine for the first 7-day game. But that catches up with them around about December, January, and they were down.
Right. That's true. Hey, but one more question I want to ask you right quick. What do you think about the Tyreek Hill situation what went down in Jacksonville today, right before the game come on? He got detained.
Yeah.
You know how they always do. They got to put handcuffs on and show us and all that shit. You know how it is, man.
I had to flip back through my my phone to kind of find some video as to what happened because it was like, hey, Tyreek was arrested, and sometimes if you're a professional football player, and a lot of times those guys are trying to get to the stadium. If anything, what the officer should have done and realized, okay, hey, that's Tyreek Hill. He's trying to get to the game, man. Hey, you know what, bro? Follow me. I'm going to give you a police escort to the stadium. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have my running lights on. You can follow me, and boom, we're going to get you. Because if it wasn't that bad, because if it was, guess what? They would have arrested him, and he wouldn't have played in the game. So if
he wouldn't have played in the game.
No, if it was speed and that.
But you know how it is.
Because, we all kind of guessing as to what happened, but I can guarantee you it wasn't a felony or anything like that, because if it was, he wouldn't have,
He wouldn't have played.
No, but the minute you found out, okay, this Tyreek Hill, what you trying to do, man? Look, hey, I got to get to the game, man. I would have just said, you know what, I'm finna run my running lights. I'm going to let him follow me to the game. I'm going to escort him right to the game, bro. We ain't got to be arresting, brother.
That's all they could do, man.
Yeah. Because if he had weapons, if he had anything, he wouldn't have made it to the game. They would have arrested him and took him to.
Hey, man.
What
I'm talking about, man.
So
if there had been Tom Brady, one of them good old boys or something, it would have been made big news like they did something real big. Oh, they escorted him to the game or something.
Yeah, so.
But, boy, you know what I'm telling you, man. You know how it is. So certain things we can't talk about on your station, but you know how it is, man.
So that's what gets me. I was like, whatever it was, it wasn't that bad, because if it was, they wouldn't have let him into the game. It wasn't domestic.
They try to make you know how it is, man.
Yeah, but it wasn't domestic abuse.
80-yard touchdown.
Yeah. It wasn't. It probably wasn't a case of domestic abuse, because those things they would have took him to jail for. So the minute he got to play the game, obviously I'm just making, and I have no facts in front of me, man. I could just assume that it was probably speeding. He had a sports car, because hell, he's rich. He's probably holding a sports car. They pulled him over, and he probably like, hey man,
He had a little black sport car.
They probably pulled him over. He was speeding. He might have got like, look, man, I'm in a hurry because it's game day. But the minute you found out who this dude was and what he did for a living, come on, man. And look, man, let's just get him an escort to the game. Look, man, follow me. I'm gonna have my running lights on, and that way you can go through all the traffic and whatever, and we'll get you to the game. And have a good day, Mr. Hill. That's
all they could do. But you know, today was a good day for football opening season. Glad to see it just started. You can't. I mean, you can look say what team you play.
Did you get a chance to watch any of the Chicago Bears game today?
No, I got a chance. I looked at the highlights this evening. Man, Chicago got a big time defense, man.
Man, let me tell you. I ain't got nothing against Caleb Williams. But he got the same treatment. Out of all the rookies, you know who played? Out of all the rookie quarterbacks, I'm going to tell you who played the best game, Jaden Daniels, because he looked like he is ready to rock and roll he looked like he's ready for the NFL. The stage ain't too big for him. Yeah, because when it came to Caleb, the Bears scored, they scored 2 touchdowns, two on defense and a fumble on defense, and 2 field goals were kicked. He didn't throw no touchdown, bro. I mean, they were getting him the blue, but that's a rookie. You know, everybody thinking he's gonna come in and just set the league on fire. No, you're not gonna do that. No, because
And I tell you something too, brother. Give me about week 4. Michael Penix could be starting down there in Atlanta too.
Man, I thought he was gonna be starting the day after they banged up Kirk. They banged Kirk up. I thought Kirk was gonna tap out himself. I did, brother.
That's the worst team you want to play against coming back from Achilles.
Yeah, man. I thought Kirk.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore, you don't want to play them coming back from no Achilles injury.
Man, I thought Kirk was gonna.
Man, them teams like they got sound defense, they gonna punish you.
I thought Kirk was gonna declare himself washed up. Like, man, I'm washed up, man. Go on, let him boy in here, man. Cause man, they didn't treat Kirk too nice today, bro. I give him about, I don't know, man. I give him about maybe another 2 or 3 games, and Penix will be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 more. I give him about 3 more weeks. He'll be out of there.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I tell you, man. I tell you what. C.J. Stroud still look good, and that boy from Indianapolis, I like him for the Richardson boy.
Yeah. For the coach, now I think the coach lost today. Today. Now I'll tell you, I was doing some drive-by watching football, man, and I stopped in a little bit for the Arizona-Buffalo game. I thought that was going to go into overtime, but that was a high-scoring game. Nobody played defense in that game there, man. Bears beat the hell out of Tennessee. I don't think the guy that's the quarterback for the Titans, I don't know, man.
Leaving or something like that.
Yeah, Levitt. I didn't see him making that transition from that first year to the second year, because second year, man, you're supposed to come out and get something done, man. And he really didn't. He didn't show. Bear defense was killing him, bro. I'm serious, man.
And man, Deshaun Watson, he kind of looked a little off too. Even though he was missing 2 offensive linemen,
man,
that makes a lot of difference too now.
Hey, Glenn, you my homeboy. I love you like a redhead stepchild, but bro, look, at some point, I got to call a spade when it comes to Deshaun. Deshaun, bro, you stealing money, man. Because you look, it's time for you, for the amount of money that brother is making, man, you got to be, you are a veteran quarterback where you can put the team on your back. You missing some line, but you got to do your thing, man. And right now,
yeah, man. He's stealing now, like you say, man. Yeah. I hate to say it, man.
He's stealing money.
Yeah, he really is, man. I like him too, man. Cause one time, man, he was the second.
Yes.
He was right behind Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He was right there with Patrick Mahomes. And ever since he got in that shit fucking with them women, He
Man,
ain't played really much, and he ain't.
no, that brother's stealing money, man. Like, come on, man, because it's like, okay, the Cowboys, like, dude, show up a lot. They didn't even show up to play, man. They didn't even show up. It's like, come on, Deshaun, man, do something, man. It's like, and he's making it where a lot of quarterbacks will never get that guaranteed money like what he got.
No more, not no more.
No, it's like,
And Dak Prescott, if Dak Prescott don't do nothing, he gonna make it. He gonna put the icing on the cake.
yeah. Like I say, bro, I love Deshaun Watson, man, but the Deshaun Watson that was in Houston, that's not the same Watson, man, for Cleveland, bro. This cat here, he's just stealing money, man. Bro, stealing money,
There he
man.
is.
Glenn, he's stealing money, man.
He is.
Cause
He's definitely doing that, man.
And their defense didn't do nothing today.
The defense look well for shit, man. Especially that secondary. That damn wide receiver they got though. That CD Lamb, that's up there cold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
And see, I need to ask you this question, homeboy Glenn. Now, offense, the first game was going to always be ahead of the defense. And that's why I couldn't get too mad. But you got a lot of these guys didn't play at all during preseason at all. Now, you know I can't stand the preseason, but you had some guys that did not play at all, man. And you could tell, you know.
Yeah. Look at Joe Burrow. Look at Joe Burrow in Cincinnati now.
Yes.
Him and Jamal Chase now, them guys.
Yes. I was like, man, you guys look like crap, man. You know?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I was like, man, what are y'all doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
Because, like I said, offense is usually going to be ahead of the defense during the very first week. But you had guys who didn't even play at all during preseason. I saw that with my with the Redskins Commanders today. I could tell, like, the defensive guys, like, bruh, y'all should at least got in there and played, you know, some and got the rust off or something because it's like, man, you know, standing around in street clothes and watching these third and fifth stringers trying to make the team and, you know, they going to get cut. You guys should have like, look, man, I got to get some action or something because, you know, some of the teams that I thought were going to put up big scores didn't do it, bro.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you another quarterback. I like him too. I don't think he's going to make it.
Who's that?
Bryce Young.
Who?
Bryce Young from the Carolina Panthers.
Hey man, remember? Let me say to him, man. I told y'all that I said, bruh, dude is not a NFL quarterback, bruh. I said, number one, he don't have the lower body, he don't have the big arm, and he don't have the breakaway speed. He ain't got none of the things that a smaller quarterback got to have in order to be successful in the league. He don't.
That's true.
Tyler Murray got speed, and Tyler Murray got his lower body, his lower legs are bigger, man, and he can throw that bad boy. Jaden for the Eagles, okay? That fool squatting over 600 pounds. Yeah, Hurts he's squatting over 600 pounds. He's a running back, basically. But but Bryce, man, you coming in at 170, 180 pounds. You don't have a strong arm. And to be told, homeboy, it was the talent that he was playing with in Alabama, bro. Hell, I could have been quarterbacking that team.
Yeah, anybody could have quarterbacked that team right there.
And, man, they wouldn't even...
Alabama had like 5 or 6 guys on that team winning the first round.
Yes. Bro, they weren't even competitive
first
today.
Round.
Glenn, they weren't even they weren't even competitive today. They wasn't. It could that score could have easily been 70 points, man.
Sure could.
It could have been. I watched it, bro. It could have easily been 70 points. The Who That Nation was putting it on them, man. Hey, I mean,
they put them. I think they play Dallas Sunday.
Yeah, they do. They play Dallas in Dallas. Yeah, the Who That Nation, bro. But I'm serious,
They
man.
got a defense too.
Yes. They got defense, and they got some. Now their quarterback ain't gonna throw the ball down the field. Carr ain't gonna throw it downfield because he gonna check down. I was laughing. He called him check down Charlie. So he'll check it down. he'll check down Charlie. He'll check it down like, dude, throw the ball, man. Throw the ball. He check down Charlie, bro. He gonna check it down. He gonna check it down, dog. Like, man, throw the damn ball. No, bro.
Yeah, man. But hey, but the Chargers, I knew they were gonna beat the Raiders today. Who won that game between Seattle and Denver?
I believe Denver won that game. I was hoping I believe Denver won that game because
I don't like Denver. I just like Denver. I don't like Sean Payton.
I know, especially the shenanigans that he pulled, man. You know. No. They lost, man. They lost.
Denver lost?
Yeah, they lost. Seattle beat them 26-20. Yeah, Seattle beat them 26-20. The Cowboys beat the Browns 33-17. Chargers beat the Raiders 22-10. We had in the Giants, they quarterback stealing money. He's stealing money.
Like
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you somebody else. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I know. Excuse me if I say it wrong. You can please correct me. So I know we talk about pro football, but man, our team in the state of Arkansas. I know you don't talk college football.
We can't go there, dog. Because I know we got to be online. We got to be online with that. Because
I look at them cussing Bill when they not here. What I had to say a while ago.
Hey, we got to talk offline about that because I definitely want to. It's something about that just.
When I get off of work tomorrow evening, I don't know what time, but whatever, I'm gonna give you a text and we're gonna sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, because I had to take it.
Yeah, because hell your cousin Bill with you on the phone. There ain't nobody but me and you. You still have it with you.
I had to take a drive after that game, bro. That's how bad I was feeling, bro. But hey, we'll talk about that.
Hey, that's the same way I feel today when them Cowboys won this season.
So we'll talk about tomorrow, dog. I was like, man, I had to take a drive, man. I had to take a drive.
Yeah.
But
that's what.
I'm not too see, here's the thing I wanted to see from Jaden Daniels. I wanted to see, even from my team, I wanted to see, did the offense look fluid? Did we look like we could move the ball? And we could, and we could. I was like, okay. I'm only pissed about the defense, and I think we could probably get that fixed next week with our get right game because we played the Giants. So that's the game to get our head right and fix some stuff on the defense.
Oh, yeah, anybody get right with them.
Yeah, because you got to have a get right game.
Anybody.
You got to have a get right game.
Anybody get right with them.
Hey, let me tell you who y'all play next week. Y'all play Denver next week. Y'all got Denver next week. So that should be a get right game with y'all because they got a rookie quarterback, Doc.
We're gonna bowl the hell out of Bo Nix. We're gonna bowl his ass in half.
You got to do that. But homeboy Glenn, you about to hear the sound of my music, brother, as we fire it up. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody. It's glad to be back on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. I'd like to thank my homeboy Glenn, calling from the great state of Arkansas, along with the country kennies that tune in. I'd like to thank Jay in Grand Prairie. Brad, Coop, who always call in. Coop's a big Raven fan. I'm sure I'll get a text message from him. And most of all, I'd like to thank my kids. If you're listening to this show and it's rated PG-13, make sure your parents know that you listen to Sports There with F.A. Jr. And last but not least, I want to thank all those on the yard, University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, where all my money goes. Stay golden, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.